From viral dances to live stream chaos, Peller has become one of the most talked about influencers in Nigeria. But behind all the flashy giveaways, loud skits, and wild streams, there's a side of Peller the internet seems too afraid to call out, until now. In this video, we're peeling back the ring light and exposing the real Peller. The controversies, the arrogance, the disrespect, and the downward spiral masked as content.
You want to put some for my eye?
Yes.
I will not do, sir. I swear. You put some for my eye. I swear for my soul. No, press some. Phone. Also press phone.
If you've been wondering why Peller keeps trending for all the wrong reasons, stay tuned, because today we're counting down 10 recent things he did that prove fame is getting to his head. Let's start with one of the most recent and shocking moments that exposed Peller's lack of self-control. Just weeks ago, Peller got into a heated confrontation with a security guard who politely asked him to stop filming in a restricted area. Now, for most people, that's a normal interaction. You either explain yourself, move somewhere else, or comply. But Peller? He did the exact opposite. Instead of respecting the rules or handling it maturely, he threatened to nod the man. And no, that's not a friendly nod. In Nigerian street slang, nod means headbutting someone. On camera, Peller is heard saying something along the lines of, "You know no say I go nod you," with an aggressive tone and body language. Let's pause for a second. This is a public figure with millions of followers, many of them underage, and this is the example he's setting? The clip quickly went viral. People were divided. Some of his die-hard fans tried to spin it as just a joke, or Peller being Peller. But the majority called it for what it was: violent, entitled, and immature behavior. He didn't apologize. He didn't reflect. He just moved on like nothing happened, because in Peller's world, clout seems to matter more than conduct. Now let's talk about one of the most ridiculous and insulting stunts Peller pulled this year: his cameraman job posting. In a video posted to his socials, Peller announced that he was hiring a cameraman for the generous salary of 500,000 naira per month. Sounds amazing, right? Until you hear the catch. Only people with a master's degree could apply. Yes, you heard that right. A whole MSc, just to hold a camera and follow him around while he makes videos about farting, jumping on mattresses, and shouting at people in malls. It was the perfect mix of elitism, delusion, and unseriousness. People were confused. Was it satire? Was he trolling? Nope. He doubled down. He even posted video clips showing people lining up to apply like it was a scholarship program. But it didn't end there. During one of the job interviews, a female applicant came forward online and accused Peller of body-shaming her and even making tribalistic remarks. According to her, instead of judging her based on skill, he focused on her appearance and where she was from. And Peller? His response was not an apology. Instead, he said something along the lines of, "Nah content. Nah real life. I go still hire person." So basically, he used the whole hiring process as content bait, another clout-chasing stunt. This incident wasn't just disrespectful to job seekers, it was a slap in the face to actual graduates struggling in Nigeria's job market. He dangled hope in front of people, just to turn it into content. That's not just tasteless, it's manipulative. And somehow, this isn't even the worst thing on the list. Now, if there's one thing Nigerians don't play with, it's a trend that gives them a voice, especially when it's rooted in real-life struggles. Enter the Rant challenge, a viral TikTok trend where everyday people creatively vent about the frustrations of living in Nigeria. It was raw, funny, emotional, and relatable. But guess who decided to open his mouth at the wrong time? Peller. In the middle of this national venting session, Peller posted a video saying, "Make Una stop all this rant. Go hustle. Life no hard like that." Just like that, he dismissed an entire movement with a few seconds of content. To people genuinely expressing pain about fuel prices, insecurity, joblessness, and corruption, Peller basically said, "Shut up and grind." And that's when the unfollows started. People who once saw him as a relatable figure suddenly realized, he's no longer one of them. The same guy who came from Ikorodu and rose through clout now thinks ranting is for the weak? It wasn't just tone deaf, it was hypocritical. This is someone who built an entire brand off loud opinions, dramatic outbursts, and public overreactions. Now he wants others to be silent? It confirmed what many already felt. Peller is out of touch, and every time he speaks, he digs the hole deeper. If there's one thing that should be sacred for any content creator, it's your fans. The people who like, share, and follow your every move. The ones who made you who you are. But for Peller, even fans aren't safe from becoming punchlines.
That you guys don't know. You guys misplaced the video, yes, because the live stream I made and someone screen recorded it, I said you should go to the market to go and rant. So no, that is not what I meant. And a lot of people have been saying, I'm concerned about sweating me I will put for mouth. I'm concerned about what my own source of income. No, it's not only me that's on TikTok that is making money from there. A lot of people are making, even person who don't get follow at all is making money from there. Because some people, they know that TikTok, once they post there, the thing go viral and people will help. Once someone have need help one day and post it on TikTok and they raise money for the person and it help the person life. So you guys saying me I'm siding my own mouth only is not what you guys think. What I want to say is that we should all put hands together. We should go out there and fight the leadership. You guys are fighting me, and that is not even the problem now. One guy,
during a casual live stream earlier in 2025, Peller randomly blurted out a question that left even his fans stunned. He looked straight into the camera and asked, "A beg, who be run town?" Yes, Run Town, as in the artist behind the global hit, Mad Over You. One of the pioneers of Afrobeat's international wave. A musician who helped shape the modern Nigerian sound. That Run Town. The internet didn't let it slide. People instantly dragged him for clowning himself on a public platform. Some assumed he was joking. But as the stream went on, it became painfully clear. He genuinely had no clue who Run Town was. And for someone who spends hours online talking about culture, celebrities, and clout, that's a red flag. You can't claim to represent Nigerian entertainment and then turn around and say, "Who is Run Town?" That's not just ignorance, that's disrespect to the very industry that helped give Peller a platform. It confirmed what many already suspected. Peller is not here to contribute to the culture. He's here to exploit it for views. At this point, the question isn't, why is Peller like this? It's, why does no one around him tell him to chill? You know you've gone too far when even the apps that made you famous decide they've had enough. Earlier this year, Peller's accounts on both TikTok and YouTube were suddenly banned. No warning. No cryptic message. Just gone. Fans woke up, searched his handle, and found nothing. The reason? Multiple reports say it was due to repeated violations of community guidelines, ranging from vulgar language and sexually inappropriate comments to disturbing live interactions and reckless behavior on camera. And honestly, are we surprised? This is someone who says his pee itching on live stream, mocks people's appearance for laughs, and runs job interview content where he humiliates applicants. The fact that platforms like TikTok and YouTube, which tolerate a lot, finally drew the line says a lot about how far Peller pushed it. But instead of treating it like a wake-up call, what did he do? He came back after getting reinstated and acted like he beat the system. No growth, no change, just more clout chasing. And while his fans celebrated his return, the truth is, a ban like that doesn't just happen for being funny. It happens when you start to believe you're above the rules, and when your content stops being entertainment and starts becoming a liability. Earlier this year, during one of his TikTok live streams, a young female fan joined his live request. She was excited, smiling, probably expecting a shout-out or some kind words. Instead, Peller looked at her screen and immediately said she looked like a repackaged dog banj. Let that sink in. A girl joins your stream to support you, and the first thing you do is publicly shame her appearance with a spiritual insult, in front of thousands watching live. The comment wasn't just insensitive, it was cruel, degrading, and borderline bullying. And even though the girl handled it calmly, viewers didn't. They dragged Peller in the comments, calling him out for using his platform to humiliate someone vulnerable who clearly admired him. Did he apologize? Of course not. As usual, He laughed it off, turned it into a meme, and moved on like nothing happened. Because in Peller's world, disrespect is content. And this incident sums it up perfectly. When your ego gets so big that you mock your own supporters for clout, that's when you've officially lost the plot. If you made it this far, then you already know, this isn't hate, it's accountability. Peller isn't just being unfiltered or real. He's becoming reckless, and it's time more people called it out. So if you're tired of creators disrespecting their fans, crossing the line, and hiding behind "it's just content," hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. Let's build a platform where influence comes with sense, not just noise. And hey, tag someone who still thinks Peller is a role model. They need to see this.